they're going to talk loud.
Okay. Okay.
Now, what you're looking at are 3 trees.
Okay.
Tree.
Okay.
Once upon a time, up on a mountaintop, 3 trees dreamed of what they wanted to become when they grew up. Are you dreaming, trees? The first tree said,
I want to be the most glorious, most beautiful church that's in the world.
oh, that's not glorious to me. I want to be the most glorious. Put some feeling in it.
I want to be the most glorious, most beautiful church that's in the world.
All right. All right, the second tree said,
I want to be the most strongest ship ever.
all right, in the world. And the third tree said,
I want to be so tall that when people look up, they see heaven and think of God.
that's good, fellas. You talk up, put some bass in those voices so I know you're talking. Good. One day, 3 woodcutters climbed the mountain. With one swoop of the first axe, the first tree fell. With the swish of the second man's axe, the second tree fell. With a slash of the third man's axe, the third tree fell. What a waste these trees have gone through. But the first tree rejoiced when the woodcutter brought him to a carpenter's shop. But the busy carpenter was not thinking about treasure chests. Instead, his work-worn hands fashioned the tree into a feed box for animals. Okay, tree, you can stand now. The second tree smiled when the woodcutter took him into a shipyard, but no mighty sailing ships were built that day. Instead, the once strong tree was made into a simple fishing boat. The third tree was confused when the woodcutter cut him into a strong beam and left him in the courtyard. What happened? Once tall tree wondered. All I ever wanted was to point to God. Many, many days and nights passed. The 3 trees nearly forgot their dreams. But one night, golden starlight poured over the first tree as a young woman placed her newborn baby in the feed box. And suddenly, the first tree knew he was holding the what, first tree? Greatest treasure in the world. One evening, a tired traveler and his friends crowded into an old fishing boat. When a storm arose, the second tree shuddered. But when the traveler stretched out his hand and said, "Peace," the storm stopped, and suddenly the second tree knew he was carrying who? The King of heaven and earth. One Friday morning, the third tree was startled when his beams were yanked from the woodpile. He shivered when he was dragged through an angry crowd. He shuddered when soldiers nailed a man's hands to him. He felt ugly and harsh and cruel. But on Sunday morning, when the sun arose and the earth trembled with joy beneath him, he realized, he knew God's love had changed everything. It had made the first tree beautiful. It had made the second tree strong. And every time people thought of the third tree, they would look up to God